Hi there, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Sunday Sauce. It's kind of a little devotional I like to do. This weekend's been a nice weekend. Spent time with the wife, and been doing a few videos here, and just kind of a laying low uh, weekend. We had a couple of our grand boys here on Friday night. That was fun. Whew, I'm not used to that anymore, especially when they start getting to the ages that they're at. So, but it was fun. It was good to have them over. I went and seen our other two granddaughters cheer competition, and that was nice. Didn't really get to see them because they were so busy out back and all that stuff. But it was a great time. We just it was a good weekend, seeing as much family as we could. So, in this edition of Sunday Sauce, we're going to be just a little bit different. It's more of what I would call maybe like a commentary or kind of my beliefs on the issue of a lot of people have their own opinions on the Bible. You know, the Bible here. Here's one of mine. This is the one I like the best. It's a archaeological study Bible, NIV. It's one I've had for a while. A lot of people, what I'm talking about here, a lot of people have issues with people if they write in the Bible. Can you set a coffee cup on top of the Bible, another book on top of the Bible, or can you highlight in your Bible? Can you all this and this that kind of thing? Some people say, "Oh no, that's just not right." Well, yeah, say like, "Well, why?" You know, um, but most common thought nowadays, though, is it's okay to go ahead and write in the Bible. The main thing is, to me, I believe that God would not mind that because you're reading His Word, you're trying to study His words, you're writing things to the sides, underlining, smiling, facing, whatever it is. It's you're studying that, and you're really getting into it to the point where you're even making little notes on the side of the Bible. And those notes are something that are just wonderful to go back to, as I'll show you here in a little bit. In my Bible, I'll just kind of thumb through it, and I know I've got notes in there. I've got papers stuck in there, all those type of things. And it's something to go back to. It's kind of a legacy you can leave as someone that's officiated a few funerals. That's one of the first things you typically will go through is if they were Christian, just ask to see their Bible. And if they were one of those people that underlined things in their Bible, it says a lot about them, and those scriptures can say a lot about them and how they thought. It's just really neat to do. So, but like I said, my position is right away in it. But if my position is also, though, if you're not comfortable doing that, then don't do that. It's really what you're comfortable doing. But I think someone that does it, it's not wrong. So here's my Bible, okay? See, it's kind of getting a little worn off here and all this, but still, a good Bible. Kind of, looks like that, but it's still very useful. Now, I'm going to kind of tilt this down just a little bit, kind of like this here. And you can kind of see as I'm going through this here, like this, I've got some writing in there. I've got some old notes in here. And I've got, I'll go ahead and tip this back up. I'll just kind of bring it up and show you. I've got things in here from way back when my grandbabies were going to church, and they'd write little things. These ones kind of went together. It says my grandma is here. It's just neat little things. This one was from Erilyn, when she was a little baby. I just like this one. It says, "Wear the full armor of God," Ephesians 6:11. But it's funny, if you look, she's almost pretty much driving now. So, and this is how far she got when she was a little kid. She got that one blue part of the pants colored, and that was it. So she was just talking away in there. So the little things like that I just find really, really, really cute. And as far as there's other little sticky notes I had in here, where like this one, for example. These 2 pages show quite a bit. I've even I even got some tape in here for this. You can see that the one there, Tatum and Papa, she drew me a little note on a sticky note. There's some writings that I did up there. Second Advent reading, Mike and Lisa on love. That was the birth of Jesus Christ, Matthew 1:18, and so on. We read that in church one time together in front of the church. There's just all kinds of things. You can go through here and you just, let me find some more here. They're all over the place in here in areas. You just go through these things. I've got an old picture in here of my granddaughter. This one is driving now, so that's how old she was at that time. There's other little scriptures in here, and here's an area where I just wrote a little something. You can kind of see that in there, I hope. See right in there. It says Satan can't make us fall. I for some reason wanted to emphasize that at that time. That was about the temptation of Jesus and him, not falling to temptation. So, and like we put out here, Satan can't make us fall, and that's true. I mean, if you can listen to Satan and let him make you fall, but in Jesus Christ's name, you can not do that too. He will help you with that. You don't have to go through all that. And there's here's some more writing. Living sacrifices. It was about, this is in Romans 12. It looks like I wrote all kinds of stuff. Worship upward, focus outward, focus inward. Make sure your worship is sincere. How can you produce worship? It was a sermon that he was talking about. Up the top it said, what do you do for God should be considered worthy. What you do for God should be considered worthy. So we're talking back then about living sacrifices. And I'd want to read that again. But again, these are our notes that I wrote in there, in the Bible, and you can come back to and read again. So I think you kind of get the point. Here's another area, There's just a bunch of different areas in my Bible, but I think we kind of get the point now that I believe it's okay. I think it's even more than okay. It's something to look back on. It's something to look back and read, and it helps you when you go back to those areas again and say, hey, what was this one about? And these are the notes that I put in at that time, and the way God was speaking to me. And you can come back 10 years later. That section, the meaning of the section, isn't different, but at your point in your life 10 years later, it may mean something different to you then. You may have tried to make a promise at that point and to God, and you come back 5 years later, read that same section again, and go, oh, boy, did I follow through with that? Or, hey, look, I actually did follow through that. So, yeah, that's just something that I think is nice. So I don't know, give me a comment below. Let me know if you write in your Bible or if you think it's okay. A lot of people are doing all the electronic stuff nowadays, and they have apps and stuff that you can put little notes in there and highlight it right on your phone or iPad or whatever device you're using. It's really nice. I do a lot of stuff on the computer now too. I don't really have one of those fancy apps because I don't know. I just don't have one. Link down below if you know of a good app though that you like to use that doesn't cost any money. I'd be interested in knowing that and kind of checking it out because I've always kind of wanted to do that, but it's just I'm more of a book reader. If I'm gonna read, I just like to have it in my hands. But it'll be nice to try. So that being said, everybody, I just hope that you're having just a great day. I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're loving the Lord and living for the Lord, and go out there and do something good for someone. this week. Just a little something that maybe you see somebody may need a card or just a smile, just or just say, hey, how's it going? See what they say. But when you say how's it going to somebody, make sure you're willing to listen to them after that point. A lot of people might just say, oh, it's doing good, you know, even though it might not be, but that's just kind of the standard thing they say. Or else, if you have a little relationship, they might just unload on you, say, hey, this is going on in my life, or this and this, can you sit and talk to me? And so when you say that, how's it going, you better, have the time and be prepared to once in a while have somebody, just need a helping hand to listen to. So, anyway, I'm getting off on another rabbit trail. So, I hope you all have a great week. Signing off. We'll see you next week.